What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. So as of lately, 2K has been supporting the Nintendo Switch in a big way with the BioShock collection, the Borderlands collections, and the XCOM collection. And these are huge games that come to the Nintendo Switch. This is really awesome. And tons of new games, tons. There's 3 in the BioShock collection. I believe there's 2 or 3 in the XCOM collection, and there's 3 in the Borderlands collection. And that is a ton of new games and ton of new content for us to play. But the one that really stuck out to me was the Borderlands collection for the Nintendo Switch. In one part, because there aren't a ton of awesome first-person shooter games on the Nintendo Switch, and 2, because I had talked in the past about the idea and the fact that I believed that we would be seeing the Borderlands games making their way to the Nintendo Switch in the near future, and here we are now. Now, I'll be honest, I have only played Borderlands 3, and I did not even finish that game. I bought it on PC and started playing there because my buddies were playing there, and I thought the story was atrocious. The jokes were not that funny. There were a lot of misses on the jokes. I ended up playing the majority of the game with the dialogue volume on the lowest setting, so I couldn't hear it at all. And I just played for the gunplay, but I never ended up making it through that game, so I really was kind of hesitant going into this. However, I had heard that all of the previous entries in the Borderlands series were better in terms of the story than the third game, so I was willing to give them a shot here. And with this Borderlands collection on the Nintendo Switch, you will be getting Borderlands, Borderlands 2, and the Borderlands The Presequel with all of their respective DLC contents included, which is a pretty good deal, honestly. That is a ton of time that you can put into those games, and at a starting price of $50, that's pretty nice as well. So when I booted up the game, I decided that I would start playing Borderlands 2 first, simply because I had asked all my friends about which game they thought was the best, and they had all said Borderlands 2, so that was what I thought the best route to go, and that means that all the gameplay that you're going to be seeing here in this video comes from Borderlands 2. So I booted up Borderlands 2 Game of the Year Edition, and I started playing my save file with a Gunzerker, and I was pleasantly surprised by how good this game looks on the Nintendo Switch. According to 2K, all of these games run at 1080p, whether they're docked or in handheld, and they run at 30 frames per second. And I will say that in my time playing this game, which is a lot of time because I'm kind of addicted at this point, that I have not encountered any sort of frame drops. Never when the action gets very intense or if there's a lot of stuff blowing up around me, which is rather frequent in this game. I've never dropped any frames, and I've never had any problems, regardless of where I was playing, if I was playing docked or handheld, which is something that's really exciting to me, considering the fact that these games are actually ports of the remastered versions that were on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. These games look fantastic on the Nintendo Switch, and I'm absolutely blown away by these ports. I would argue that these are the best Nintendo Switch ports to date. And it's not just the graphics that are awesome in this game, it is also the gameplay. I am blown away by how well this game plays on the Nintendo Switch, regardless of if I'm playing with my Pro Controller or if I'm playing handheld. This game runs great and plays great. I watched RGT85's review because he did his a little earlier than I am regarding the Borderlands collection on the Nintendo Switch, and he mentioned the fact that he thought the controls were a bit floaty, and I wasn't entirely sure what he meant by floaty controls when he mentioned it in his video. But as I was playing at the start of my playthrough, I noticed that whenever I aimed down the sights with my gun would just sway all over the place, and I thought that was what he was referring to in regards to floaty, and it was something that really took me out of the game at first. It was something that really annoyed me, because when you're aiming down your sights, you want accuracy, you want to be able to hit those targets, and it's just not possible when your gun's swaying all over the place. However, after further research, I learned that this is actually an in-game mechanic where it's the gun accuracy that actually determines how much sway you have when you aim down your sights, and this led to me being able to move past the initial sway, because later I got better guns with better accuracy, and now I'm really into the game. I'm loving the gameplay. It is so much fun. I honestly got so hooked into it last night playing and going through the story that I played for 6 hours straight after I edited 3 videos and uploaded. It was a ton of fun. Now, I'm not going to go too much into the story of this stuff because of the fact that these games have been out forever at this point. However, I will note that compared to Borderlands 3, the story and the jokes and the humor and all the stuff in these games is far superior to what I encountered in my playthrough of Borderlands 3. So I'm really enjoying that. I'm actually really loving the story content and everything. So I'm excited to play the other 2 games after I get through Borderlands 2. In terms of which way is the best way to play Borderlands on the Nintendo Switch, I would say play either way. It does not matter. Like I said before, it is comfortable to play with my Pro Controller while I have it docked, but it's also extremely comfortable to play on my Nintendo Switch Lite lying in bed. The game is just flawless on the Switch. It runs so well and looks so good regardless of where you're playing it, and it is something that really excites me because, like I said, we did not have that many first-person shooters before on the Nintendo Switch, so having such a loved franchise come to the Switch and give us that style of gameplay is super awesome. All in all, the Borderlands Legendary Collection on the Nintendo Switch is one of the best looking Nintendo Switch ports to date. It is amazing. The best Nintendo Switch ports to date. You can argue with me in the comments about which one's the best, but in terms of gameplay and the actual way these games look, they are phenomenal. They are flawless on the Nintendo Switch, which is something that's really awesome to see. See this hardware be able to play these games so well. And at a starting price of $50, you are getting 3 full games with all of their DLC content and hours of gameplay available at your fingertips. And I think that is a great deal. And because of the fact that it plays fantastically regardless of if you have a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch Lite, you don't have to worry about whether or not this game is going to run great. Just pick it up and play it because it is worth your time 110%. But that is going to be my review for the Borderlands Legendary Collection on the Nintendo Switch. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys going to be picking this game up? Because I definitely think you should. Or are you picking up one of the other collections, the BioShock or the XCOM collection? Let me know in the comments below. But that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video to be entertaining and helpful, be sure to leave a like and smash that subscribe button for more videos like this in the future. Be sure to share the video with your friends. Let's grow this community here on the channel. Speaking of community, we have a community Discord. People over there playing Animal Crossing, Pokemon, Minecraft Dungeons, a whole bunch of Switch stuff, so check that out if that's something that interests you. I do stream over on Twitch. It's a lot of Animal Crossing, Pokemon, stuff like that. Really fun times we have over there on the Twitch stream, so check that out as well. I do have a second channel if me and my buddies are playing a game, non-Nintendo stuff, and we get some particularly funny moments. All that stuff goes on the second channel. All my other social medias are on screen here at this point, so if you're interested in keeping up with me, this channel, the second channel, anything like that, be sure to check me out there as well. But like I said, that's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.